Chris, you know what happens when Chris isn't here? I spill.
Yes.
You're supposed to save me.
Your tea. I know. I couldn't. My reaction time's not very good.
I know. You need to work on that, Melanie.
All right.
Yeah. Let's head out to Chris in Hollywood. Hey, Chris, are you ready to dish?
Let's do it, Natalie. Let's do it, new girl. You guys both look fantastic. And welcome to the show, Melody. Hey, listen, I'm out here in the bureau in the heart of Hollywood. You see the sign right behind me. And I asked my cameraman if they had any Emmys lying around. You know this. The first thing they handed me was, oh, we got some Barbie. That's all I got. Then he came by a few seconds ago. We got something. We got something. No joke. A half-empty bottle of Jim Beam. Thank you, sir. Nothing says Hollywood like drinking your sorrows when you don't win the award. Yeah, I'd like to thank all the little people. You have a single Emmy out here? We're going to have to win one next year. Here's the scoop. We're talking all about the Emmy Awards. In a few minutes, I'm going to tell you which actors won more than any other. But in the meantime, even out here, in the heart of Hollywood, there is only one word on the lips of every agent, producer, and actor. And that word, my friends, is... Mondo, 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 Mondo. The guy's going to file a restraining order against me in a matter of weeks here. You know I'm talking about Mondo Guerra, our Denver designer on Project Runway, the Lifetime smash hit. And guess what, folks? Last night on the show, Mondo made it through another round of competition. And all joking aside, he is now being eyed as one of the top contenders. This dude could go all the way. You'll all be singing Mondo Mondo by the end of the season, and good luck to him. Hey, if you're looking for something cool to do this weekend, last night was the watch party for Mondo. Today and tomorrow is this. Remember that we had the whole Mad Men show going on yesterday? All in honor of the Denver Modernism Show. It starts tonight. If you love Mad Men, if you love Don Draper, Dick Van Dyke, Donna Reed, the place to be is over at National Western this evening. It's when it kicks off. Hundreds of vendors, hundreds of booths selling vintage clothing, furniture, electronics, vintage cars. The Miss Modernism pageant is tonight. And Natalie's sure to love it since she thought the most famous show of all time was Leave It to Beaver. You got to go there, Nat. You're going to love it. The Denver Modernism Show. Tickets available, and all weekend long it's going to be fun. It is no secret out here in L.A., the one celeb that I would love to interview is Lady Gaga. I am a little monster. And guess what? If I can't see the real thing, I got plenty of choices because now we're told that Madame Tussauds, you know, the famous wax museum, is creating not one Lady Gaga, but 10. They're going to spend $1.5 million to create Lady Gagas to appear in every one of their museums around the globe. There will be wax Lady Gagas in every city in the world. And I don't mean to brag, but you guys might recall, last time I was in L.A., I actually met Lady Gaga briefly. Remember this picture right here? That's me with Lady Gaga. Okay, she did have the Adam's apple and the hairy arms, and she was 6'7", but I assumed it was the real Lady Gaga. No? Maybe I should look closer next time. I'm hoping this weekend it is the real Betty White, because guess what? We're out here not just for the Emmys, but we're doing a bunch of movie interviews this weekend. Going to bring you guys the Colorado exclusive. So go on our Facebook page if you have any questions for the gals I am about to list for you. One of the big movies we're talking about is You Again. The movie stars the incomparable Betty White, Sigourney Weaver, Kristen Bell, Jamie Lee Curtis. We're going to talk to all those gals tomorrow right here in Hollywood. Going to be a lot of fun. We're also doing the movie Easy A, starring Lisa Kudrow, and Resident Evil 3D, which is my nickname for the Everyday Show. We're going to talk to the stars of all those movies and bring you those interviews in the weeks to come. Finally, guys, wrapping it up here, I asked you earlier, what is the actor receiving more Emmy Awards than any other? And the answer to that, of course you know it, Melody, is...
I have absolutely no idea. You, Chris Parente.
Who is
come
it?
on.
Who is it?
I don't know.
I've won one Razzie Award.
We know that Mad Men's up for a
actually.
bunch. Yeah, who is it?
It's got to be like...
It surprises me. Again, you got to think big picture. The most awards of all time, it goes to Carl Reiner.
Really?
Carl Reiner, who got his start back on the Dick Van Dyke Show. He's won a total of 9 Emmy Awards. as an individual, 5 of them for the Dick Van Dyke Show. So congrats to Carl Reiner. And by the way, our Facebook page, who would you thank if you had an acceptance speech and could only thank one person? Our Facebook fans sounding off, number 1 was Mom. It's nice. Number 2 was the kid in high school who picked on me so I could rub their nose in my victory. Yeah, I like that. The Vindictive Spiteful Award ceremony.
I like that one.
It only
like
makes
that
you
one,
work
guys.
harder when you've got the kid that picks on you, right? Yeah.
Makes you tougher.
Right. You said I couldn't do it. Look at me now. Oh, look at me now.
It's a good feeling.
With the bottle in hand, Chris.
Hey, Chris, thank you. Coming up next.